A few weeks ago, I released a video on how Sheila Jackson Lee was weaponizing Reparations Study Bill H.R. 40 in an effort to get Black Americans to come out and vote Democrat in the midterm elections. In that video, I was explaining how the Democrats have deliberately held that bill hostage solely for the purposes of pulling it out of their pocket at a time like this, when support for the Democrats within the Black community has dropped. And now that support for the Biden administration, Kamala Harris, and the Democratic Party at large has fallen significantly, they have now pulled out H.R. 40 from their back pocket and are dangling it in the air, calling for us to run to the voting booth like a person holding up a treat calling for their dog to return back to their master. Now, the only difference between us and the dog in this scenario is that at least the dog gets his treat. Meanwhile, we've been returning back to our masters religiously since 1964 without question, and we still haven't received ours, while we've sat back and watched every other group receive their treat, and they only show up half of the time, and some less than that, 30% to be exact. But let me not stray too far off topic with this metaphor, and let's keep it simple. If you needed any more proof that the Democratic Party takes the Black community as a joke, let this be it. The Democrats control the White House, the Senate, and Congress. Despite that, they just can't seem to find the time to schedule H.R. 40 for a floor vote at the House. But what they did find the time to do yesterday was schedule a floor vote to pass the Crown Act banning discrimination against Black hairstyles.
Madam Speaker, St. Louis and I rise today in support of the Crown Act. As a Black woman who loves my braids, I know what it's like to feel isolated because of how I wear my hair. This is the last time we say no more to Black people being demeaned and discriminated against for the same hairstyles that corporations profit from. No more to Black people being made to feel like we have to cut our locks just to get a job. This is the last time we say no more to Black people being made to feel like we have to straighten our hair to be deemed professional. No more to Black children being suspended from school because their hair doesn't align with their school's dress code. This is actually a thing, and we are American, and we stand up and we say no more for the last time. We are American. Black hair is not to be policed. I commend my colleagues for their work on the Crown Act, and I urge my colleagues to support it. Thank you, and I yield back.
Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, our hair is free at last. Do you not see the disrespect from the Democratic Party going on here? They're going to hold off on passing H.R. 40 for as long as they can in hopes that you'll come out and vote blue no matter who in the midterm, and let you put them right back in office with even more seats at that. I promise you, they're going to fold H.R. 40 up and put it right in their back pocket again. And I already know some of you in the comment section are going to be killing me saying, oh, TD, H.R. 40 is a flawed bill. It's a bad bill. We don't need a reparations study bill. All the studying has been done already. I understand that already, brothers and sisters, but it's not about that right now. The point is that the Democrats go out of their way to not pass any type of meaningful legislation for you while consistently making it a point to disrespect you by voting for and passing into law foolishness like hip-hop holidays and now a hair discrimination bill. And I also already know there's going to be somebody in the comment section saying, yeah, but hair discrimination is real though. The Native American community so far has already gotten $31 billion from the Biden administration as an investment into their community, and a criminal justice reform bill that Biden signed via executive order. The AAPI community got a hate crime bill in a matter of 3 months. Meanwhile, Black Americans are out here having whole worldwide movements over these same issues, and we can't get anything. But you want to argue me down about some dreadlocks. That's that a drop in a bucket is better than no drop at all mindset. But the problem with that is that the drops come so far and few that by the time the next drop comes, the previous drop has already dried up and evaporated. Meanwhile, every other group is walking around with full buckets. But what do I know, right? I'm just some guy in South Central talking into a microphone. So never mind me. Carry on. Vote blue no matter who, I guess.